Hi everyone, it's good to see you all again. It's just I know I haven't been around for quite a while. It's just that how do I say this? Well, we've moved. Me and my parents, my mom, me along with my sisters. Well, my younger sisters and me have moved away from our old house because of, well, pest problems, like bugs. We couldn't live there anymore, so we got a new place. It's good. It's a good place to be. And plus, we're near my favorite place, the library. A library. A public library that I like using all the time when I was a kid. It's actually the first place I ever went to a library. It's actually where I got my first library card. But anyway, let's get into this. Again, I'm really sorry for not making any videos. It's been way too long, and yes, I don't have the pictures that you guys would like to see. The Leo one, I'm sorry. I haven't been making any Leo videos for a while. It's just that I've been a bit too busy. That and I have a friend. I have a friend. He's a Wattpad. Wattpad novel author writer. He was inspired. The both of us talk to one another all the time. I even introduced him to My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia, like me, he likes Izuku Midoriya. But I also told him about the female version of Izuku Midoriya, and may I say, he was ecstatic, like super excited. So he decided to make. So when he was in, so during his Wattpad search of wanting to read something because he was bored, and I was with him. We were just hanging around. I was watching YouTube videos, wanting to search for something to watch. So was he. He was just looking through Wattpad and maybe some YouTube videos. Until he came across two novels of female Deku's with the male reader. The Rise of the Legendary Anti-Hero, and the one with and he found this one from another one. This one was actually the first one, female femme Deku, and the male reader. Yeah, it was quite interesting. He showed it to me, and man, did we read it. We didn't get close to the other chapters, like only a few. We liked it anyway, a lot. Anyway, we traded ideas, a lot of them actually. I shared my ideas with him. He shared some of my ideas with me as well. We both decided. He decided to make his own He decided to make his own universe of. Well, we all agreed on one character that we decided to make. Leo Bullseye was born from the both of us. Bullseye was born from the both of us. We decided to make him. At first. His name was just Leo, but then Bullseye came along. So yeah, we thought of many different ideas. There were so many ideas that our brains were beginning to pop. But anyway, you should check his Wattpad. It's something. He doesn't have that much experience in author writing, but he's trying his best. He is trying his best. He's not like me. He's not a romantic, but still. Anyway, with that out of the way, I'm going to now do my YouTube video of what if Leo was Nejire's little brother. Let's see. Sports festival, yeah. Cavalry battle. Both Leo and Izumi are in the same team because they have to. They both got 5 million points for each other, so they have to be on the same team. Yeah, it kind of happened that way. but they were happy. But they were happy to know they were going to be on the same team. So yeah. So yeah. Anyway, let's get to it. Um, they managed to get Uraraka. At first, she was hesitant because she was thinking about going with Bakugo. At first, but she changed her mind. They were going to Ida, but they saw that he was already on a team, so they didn't bother him. Well, actually, that Leo told them not to bother with him because he was already on a team, and plus he already asked him. They checked around. They only have one more spot. Have one more spot left. Mei was going to go up to them until Tokiyami took her spot. Till Tokiyami came along, in which they were glad to take him in. So I'm gonna put Mei in with Shinzo's team, saving Ojiro. Oh yeah, Ojiro will take how should I say this? Ojiro will be the one who takes how do I say this? Denki's place, because seriously the guy can be dumb. So yeah. Anyway, let's get into this. The 15 minutes have passed. Everyone has already had their teams. Some have decided to just go with a two-man team. Things like that. Then the cavalry match begins! Oh my god, my heart's beating too fast. It's because I'm way too excited. Anyway, let's do this. It starts with everyone rushing at both Izumi, right, rushing at the 10 million points, like literally, they all rushed in. Leo used his quirk to send out a big shockwave, blowing away some people away, making some people stay away from him by making some dust clouds, by shooting it at the ground, creating a dust cloud, blinding them. Then when some got closer, Uraraka used her quirk to make everyone weightless. Leo uses his quirk on the ground, shoots it on the ground, and they are in the air. Leo using miniature shockwaves to help them hover in the air. Bakugo comes out of nowhere. Bakugo comes into the sky using his explosion quirk, trying to get the 10 million points from Midoriya's head, but it doesn't go well because Tokiyami, he shielded her. Leo thanked him, and he shoots a shockwave right at Bakugo, sending him flying a few meters into the air, making him go dazed for a bit until he finally got his mind set, till he was finally out of his daze, and he almost hit the ground. Luckily, Sero saved him. Sero managed to save him in time before that happened. He was not going to be able to activate his quirk in time. Leo begins to eternally laugh. Holy crap. That almost happened, is what he's saying in his head. Oh my god, that actually happened. He almost went splat. Thankfully, Zero was there. Okay, and yeah. Let's just say, okay, they began to land back on the ground because Uraraka can't handle it anymore, so they decided to land back on the ground. Leo is shooting a shockwave into the air, repelling them back on the ground. Uraraka deactivates her quirk by putting her fingers together, her finger pads together, to cancel her quirk. So yeah, she was about to vomit, but she stopped herself from that. Because literally there are a lot of people watching them. Anyway, Bakugo. It takes time for Bakugo to actually recover from that, and Monoma takes his headband, and he gets pissed. And Bakugo's pissed off state gets him out of his daze, out of the days that he almost died. So yeah, he gets mad and goes after Monoma. But comes to the realization and ignores him. Comes to a sort of realization and just ignores him. Monoma sees this, tries to get his attention, but it's too late. They already left. They go after other people's headbands, mainly Class 1B, to make Monoma feel helpless because Bakugo wants to make him suffer. Monoma sees his entire class getting beaten by Bakugo, and he feels that it's his fault. He goes after Bakugo, trying to take away his headbands, but it doesn't work. Bakugo blasts him in the face with an explosion quirk, creating a puff of smoke screen. And Leo sees this and says, "Wow, so he is smart, and not a complete dumbass." Anyway, let's keep running. They continue running around, making sure they don't get their headbands taken. Todoroki rushes at them, shoots a wall of ice at their left and at their right, blocking their way from escaping. Leo then says, "Just keep running." He says, going to the right, that has a white ice wall right at it. He shoots a big giant shockwave to destroy the pillar of ice. He condenses it a bit. He condenses it just a bit to make it a bit stronger, shattering the ice. Making it get out of its way. Todoroki sees this and sees that his plan failed. They go after them. Leo then shoots on the ground where Todoroki is, creating a puff of dust cloud at them. Bakugo yells, saying, "Give me that headband, losers!" Leo turns around and sees that Bakugo is this close to grabbing the headband. He shoots a shockwave right at Bakugo, sending him flying into the air, making him go dazed again before falling back on the ground again. Nearly to the ground again. Again saved by Sero and Kirishima. This time he Actually, they got enough points. They're in second place. Okay. Shinzo is still in this one, so yeah. Anyway, they managed to get through it all. Time runs out, and so yeah. The Midoriya team and well, how can I say this? In first place, Bakugo in second place, Todoroki third, Shinso's team in fourth. So yeah, we're still gonna have May in this one. So yeah, don't judge me. Just don't judge me. After that, everyone takes a big long break because they're really tired and exhausted of the big cavalry battle. Like literally, it was grueling. It was like super grueling. Izumi, even though she didn't get to do that much, she was glad that they managed to make it. Like literally, her heart was pounding a lot. Heart was pounding like a lot. Leo totally exhausted, using big shockwaves to push away and blind their enemies was really exhausting for him. He uses energy restoration quirk to restore his energy back. And he's okay now. He sees that Uraraka is about to vomit he sees that Uraraka looks sick and tells her to go to the bathroom. She nods and starts running as fast as she can because literally she's almost this close to losing her lunch. She starts running as fast as she can, leaving the others for themselves. Tokiyami is grateful that he got into this team, managing to get in. Anyway, let's get back to it. Anyway, the first matches are up. Leo versus Shinzo. No way. I'm going to change it up. I'm going to do my own matchups instead of doing the randomized thing. Bakugo versus no. Ito versus Shinzo. No. Kirishima versus Shinzo. Yeah. Sorry, dude. No. So yeah, the guy from Class 1B does want to bow out because he doesn't remember a thing. So yeah, including Shinzo's other teammate who doesn't remember a thing at all. Except for Mei, she didn't get hypnotized. Shinzo, just let her be. Just let her be, and didn't bother hypnotizing her. So yeah, Tetsu and Irabara are in. Both Leo and Izumi. So yeah. Leo versus versus Tetsu. Yeah. That's the first matchup. Irabara versus Shinzo. The second matchup. Anyway, let's do that later. Right now, everyone's taking a break, taking a breather from the big match, from the big, how can I say this, the cavalry battle, because it took a lot out of them. They're really exhausted, so it's gonna take some time for the arena to be made. Everyone goes for lunch, goes out to get something to eat, that or just sleep or just hang out and talk to one another. Leo has suggested that he needs both Izumi and Leo both leave to go to to be around each other. They barely had any time to talk or be around one another that much. So yeah, they're right now getting some food at the food stands. Leo asks, So Izumi, how are you doing? You're not letting that whole stress thing about All Might and the whole presenting yourself to the world thing, right? Right? You're not worried, are you? Izumi then stops drinking her soda and looks towards Leo. I am a bit nervous. It's when he meant by that. It's just that there's a lot. It's just a lot of pressure on me. Don't worry, Jimmy. You'll do great. You'll be a good symbol of peace. After that, you'll probably become a very awesome, amazing symbol of peace. He says as he now blushes. Man, I can't even say something straight when I'm talking to her. Why does she have to be so good, so goddamn cute? Damn it, Midoriya. You know you don't have to call me Midoriya all the time. At times, you could just call me by my name. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's just I got comfortable with it. Anyway, how much of One for All can you use now? Shh! Don't say that in front. Don't say that when we're in a big crowd. Where there's people around. Oh yeah, they're also sitting on a bench. Some people are walking around. So yeah. Sorry. So how are you doing with it? Any problems? Barely any problems. I have good control over it. Some good control over it. So I think I might be able to be okay. That's good to hear. I really don't want to see any broken. I don't want to see if there's any broken bones. Thanks for worrying, Leo. But don't worry, I'll be okay. Well, then President Mike says, "Okay, everyone, it's time for the battles." Oh, it seems we're up. It seems so. Wanna go? Wanna finish up eating? Sure. After a few minutes, they finish up eating and they go back into the stadium to go do their matchups. Whew, okay. Do their matchups. Leo gets a bit nervous and says, "Okay, just gotta be calm. That's all I need to do. Just be calm." So I'm up against Tetsu. That's the guy's tough. I can't underestimate him. Tetsu then goes over to Leo and says, "Hey, you from class 1A. Are you Leo Hato?" Leo turns around and says, Yes, I am. You're Tetsu, right? I want to say good luck." Tetsu then says, "Huh. I was expecting a smug, cocky comment from you." No, you're probably talking about Bakugo. No, I'm nothing like him. You don't have to worry. Oh, okay. He then pulls out his fist, saying, "Fist bump me, dude." They both fist bump and they both go into the stadium. Leo looks at him and he realizes that Tetsu really means business. He decides to go all out. He's hoping that he doesn't kill Tetsu by accident. At least he hopes. "Okay, Leo, you've worked really hard for this day. Let's do this." He then shows Tetsu his determination. Tetsu smiles and says, "Show me the fire in you, bro." Midnight then tells them, "Go!" Then they start fighting. At first, it's just a fight between fists and just doing a hand-to-hand combat, just fighting each other without their quirks. After a few seconds, they then look at each other. Tetsu makes his body into steel, charging right at Leo, punching him in the gut. Leo spits out some saliva, saying, "That hurt." He says in his head, "Okay, that hurt a lot." He then puts his hand in front of Tetsu, shooting a big shockwave at him, sending him flying only a few meters, not enough to get him out of the stadium. Leo tries to get back up after getting a punch like that. I really underestimated him. I hope I'm not becoming like Bakugo. Damn, that really hurt. I think I broke a few ribs. Leo then gets up, but just barely able to stand. Tetsu charges right at him again. Leo shoots a big shockwave. The battle goes on with just shockwaves and Tetsu barely getting near Leo as he struggles to get near him. Leo then says, sorry Tetsu, but I can't lose. He charges up even more of his shockwave and sending Tetsu crashing into a wall out of the stadium, out of the arena and into the wall, knocking him out. Leo then moves on, but he goes over to Tetsu to see if he's okay. And Tetsu's bleeding from his head. Leo then grabs and starts carrying Tetsu over his back and starts getting him over back to Recovery Girl. Okay, everyone, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.